sir. It's your boy, man, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Here at the Golden Goose DFS channel. We live, we back. Y'all know why I'm here, man. Bringing you another edition of the starting five for DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But before we get into that, listen, if you're new to the channel or you just now stumbling across the channel, you in the right place, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Definitely everybody out there. I appreciate y'all. Turn your notification bells on so you can be here rocking with us every day when the video drops, alright? Now, also, go follow on Twitter. The link is in the description of the bio. In the description below. My bad, man. Can't talk this morning. All right, let's get it together, though. All right. Yesterday, man, if you caught my two plays I dropped on Twitter, I said I was starting all my bills with Curry and Dinwiddie did not go in my favor as Luka just gave you a monster. Listen, I was fading Luka yesterday. So my leverage play on that was to go Steph Curry. Now I know Luka was clearly the better play. This ain't even looking at the results. Going into the slate, Luka was the better play, but it was a small 3-game slate. He was getting so much ownership. It was easy for us to get different, and we knew Steph could give you a number that could compete with Luka. He didn't even have to beat him. He was like $2,000 cheaper than Luka. So if Luka has a game where he only drops 60, 65, and Curry gives you like 55, you win that matchup right there. You win that one versus one because you saved $2,000 and you have to pay down. So plus it wasn't a lot of value I liked on yesterday's slate that I thought was solid enough for me to put Luka in there with him. But you know, that's the game you play when you try to get different and get leverage, especially in your single engine contest when you know somebody's gonna be super chalky. All right. But that was yesterday's slate. We on to today, man. Monster slate. Let's get into this breakdown. All right. At the top, man. Now we clearly have a game that probably is the highest total so far this year, pretty much. 242, 243, whatever it is at. It might go up some more, but the guy at my point guard spot doesn't seem to be getting any ownership. Give me De'Aaron Fox at 9K, man. This total is insane. It's like 12 points higher than the next closest total. But nobody wants to go to the Sacramento Kings side from this game. You know I don't mind going back. Like I said, if you've been following me all year, you know a few videos back, we had a slate where we went Fox and Sabonis, and the Kings put up like 140 points. And I told you, if they did this again, there's no way Fox and Sabonis don't have a hand in it. Same thing right here, man. A 242-point total. It's a close spread, like 1.2 point spread. There's no way this game gets that high total and Fox and Sabonis don't have a hand in it, man. I love Fox and Sabonis. They're not getting any ownership. They're probably not going to get any ownership, man. Give me De'Aaron Fox at 9K. I like this matchup, man. I think him and Halliburton goes at it back there. I think this is a backcourt matchup, so to speak, here. You got Sabonis and Turner down there. That's a little battle. I don't know how that's going to go. Somebody can get in foul trouble. Somebody can get out. I like the backcourt in this matchup, man. Give me Fox versus Halliburton matchup. I like De'Aaron Fox at 9K. Coming in at shooting guard, you know it's a large slate. You know injury news is always the key to NBA, man. Whoever can pivot and reacts to the news the fastest or react to the news the best is pretty much going to win NBA slates. So you know you always got to look out for injury news. But at my shooting guard right now, if Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out, he's questionable, you can just sign me up for all the Josh Giddey in the world. Great matchup going against these San Antonio Spurs. Two teams that lack defense. Two teams that don't have any interest in winning. You know, Giddey does a little bit of everything, man. He real live has triple-double upside in this matchup if no SGA is in the lineup. So I like getting the Josh Giddey at 6,700 today. He's a good play. He's a solid play even if SGA plays. He's still solid. He can go out there and get you 30, 40 points if SGA plays. But if SGA misses, that's when you unlock that 50, 60-point upside that Giddey has, that I believe he has. You know what I'm saying? All right. Now coming in at the small forward, I think we can go right back to a cheap guy. They just refuse to raise his price. We go right back to Justin Winslow, man. In this matchup against the Lakers, who's still trying to find that defense. I don't know how they blew that 17-point lead the other night, but Winslow, a guy who does a little bit of everything, not that much at scoring. He's going to get his shots up. He just hasn't shot well. If he ever has an efficient night scoring, He's another guy that has slight now, baby triple-double potential. If he ever has a decent night scoring, he gonna drop you a 40-point fantasy game, man. He contributes in all facets of the game: steals, blocks, assists, rebound, does a little bit of everything. My type of player. Give me Justice Winslow at 4,600. Now coming in at power forward, it's a little risky play, but this matchup here, the Minnesota Timberwolves against the Memphis Grizzlies, man. Everybody seems to be looking at the other side. I don't mind going to Jaren Jackson Jr. here. Now, we know Karl Anthony Towns is out. So people are going over there, they looking at Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel, whatever. But a lot of times in situations like this, people fairly look at the other side of the game and what does that mean. Jaren Jackson just saw 30 minutes last game, so I got him in for at least 30 minutes, barring foul trouble. It's risky. It's Jaren Jackson. He can draw fouls. But with Cat out there, they have nobody to run the offense through the paint. So he can help assist on drives to the cup. And he really has multiple block upside in this matchup. And who are the Timberwolves going to start? If they start Kyle Anderson at at power forward, Jaren Jackson should absolutely dog him. He is not big enough. They may have to go Nas Reed. The Grizzlies have a big front court with Adams and Jaren Jackson. Now, Jaren Jackson has been playing well. Like I said, he should see 30 minutes with the potential to see a little more. They slowly start to ramp him up. But if he stays out of foul trouble, man, he could absolutely dominate in this matchup. They won't have the size or the. I don't think they'll have a body to throw at him, man. If they start Nas Reed or something, maybe. But I don't think they want to go that route. They want to use him straight for Gobert backup, man. I like Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm waiting and anxious to see who they start and potentially put on him, but he could have a big game here, and this is another good total, another great matchup, man. Give me Jaren Jackson Jr. at 7,100. Now, coming in at the center, it's probably going to be chalky, but with Ben Simmons out, man, you kind of just got to play Nick Claxton, especially in this matchup against the Wizards. They don't really have a rebounder inside. Porzingis is a stretch 5. He's going to be out at the 3-point line. Claxton should walk in the gym with a double-double. He should walk in the gym with a double-double, man. Hopefully he can get some blocks here and really give us a ceiling performance. But I like Nick Claxton at this 5,800, man. Get some exposure to him at your center spot, all right? Now, let's go take a look at FanDuel and seeing what I'm feeling over there, all right? Coming in at FanDuel at the top, staying with it. Give me De'Aaron Fox, man, 9,100. Nobody seems to be going to this king size of this game. It's plenty. I like Fox or Sabonis. Play anyone you want. Play them together if you want to. Give me De'Aaron Fox at 91K. All right. At the shooting guard, Tyrese Halliburton, man, 9,600. Like him, he should do everything for this King team. Another guy, if he just has a big scoring night, gives you 20 plus, 25 plus. If he just get 25 points, man, he probably gonna drop you a 60 burger. He gonna have the assists. He walked in the gym with 10 assists. It could be a big assist night with this high total, 242. I'm talking about you can see 15, maybe 16 assists from Halliburton in this spot, man. Definitely going to get a few rebounds. And like I said, if he brings his scoring, you can definitely get a huge night from Tyrese Halliburton. I like him on both sides as well, man. Get you some Tyrese Halliburton in your player pool. Coming at small forward, I think we can go right back to Norman Powell. Another great matchup here with the Utah Jazz. Another team that's defense is lacking, no real interest in winning, even though they are winning. But Norman Powell, 5,500. I know it's the second night of a back-to-back, but he played limited minutes last night, 24, 25, somewhere in that range. So with it being the second night of a back-to-back, maybe Reggie Jackson get a little less minutes. He played huge minutes last night. So I told you when the season goes on back-to-back game, that's when I start to look at the older players and if they're going to have an off night or they're going to potentially rest. So even if he doesn't sit, maybe they don't play him as many minutes. Maybe he only gets 30 minutes in this matchup. Maybe he only gets 26 or something like that. I think Norman Powell is still fresh enough to get big minutes and could see an increased workload right here. I like him at 5,500 going against the Jazz. And coming in at power forward, man, Keldon Johnson, 6,700. I like the price tag over here. Going against these Spurs who are down players' bodies already. A lot of people going to play around with that pop game, I'm going to the guy I know who should play solid minutes in Keldon Johnson, man. With no Jakob over there, people gonna be going to Collins, but you got Bassey over there, Dieng. He got a lot of ways can go, especially if Bates Diop come back. That front court in the Spurs is just a mess, man. I'm gonna let y'all try to figure that out. Maybe if I see the starting lineup, that give me a confidence in somebody. But right now, I just go Keldon Johnson 6-7. I like to love the matchup against the Thunder, all right? And now coming in, son, I told you, man, just give me Nick Claxton, 6,100. Should walk in the gym with a double-double. That's it, man. It's a nice play. Like I said, he ain't got to worry about a big body down there. He's an athletic big, so I'm not worried about him. Porzingis stretching him out to the three-point line. He can move. He's very athletic, get up and down the court. So Nick Claxton in full play with no Ben Simmons over there. He should get all the minutes he can handle. Give me Nick Claxton at 6,100, all right? There you have it, man. Your starting five for FanDuel. Nick Claxton, Keldon Johnson, Norman Powell, Tyrese Halliburton, and De'Aaron Fox. Get some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. You know that's going to be in mind, man, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. No show tomorrow. One game slate. You already know. I drop a player. So that's probably going to be a day off for me. I don't really do showdowns in the NBA. I don't like them. I don't do them until the playoffs until I have no choice. So day off for me tomorrow, man. If you playing it, do your thing. Green up. I'll see y'all next time, all right? Let's get it, man.